Long ago, in the forgotten stone circles of old Kweneng, where the Tswana-Sotho people once built a great city of stone and fire, there lived an old woman named Mashana-The. She lived alone on the outskirts of the village, far from other homes, where the land grew quiet and the wind spoke softly to itself. Every morning and every afternoon, Mashana-The sold fresh milk. And every afternoon, children from many clans, Tswana-Sotho, Abatwa, Zulu, Xhosa, and other kingdoms came running to a small store. They came laughing. They came hopeful. They came waiting for what remained after the day's sales. The children laughed and called out, "Rikopa masui mama." And the old woman smiled and replied, "Oh Banabaka, I will never forget you." She never sent them away. She never forgot them. But the old woman carried a secret hidden in a locked room of a home, a secret no one in the village had ever seen. She did not buy milk. She did not own cows. Her milk came from a bird. A bird called Nonyane, Senyela, Mashana. A giant white bird that produced milk, and no one in the village knew. One faithful day, Mashana-The hurried to the market. Her basket was light, her steps were quick, her mind was far ahead of her feet. And in her rush, she forgot to lock the room where her secret slept, the bird's room, and also left the kitchen door open. The children saw her leave. They watched until her figure disappeared into the dust of the road. Chiamo said, "Look, the door is open." You replied, "What if we take just a little milk?" Peleza said, "She won't notice." Slowly, quietly, their feet carried them forward. And one by one, they quietly sneaked into the old woman's house. They entered the back room, and they stopped. Their breath froze in their throats. Inside the room sat a giant white bird, taller than a grown man, resting calmly on a woven mat. Its feathers glowed softly, white and glowing, like moonlight touching clouds. The children were all shocked because they have never seen something like that. Beside it stood many buckets, filled to the rim with fresh milk. Before the children could move, before they could speak, the bird turned its head slowly and said to the children, "Hello." And Kumo replied with his shaking voice, It talks." Fear rushed through the children, their bodies trembled. The children screamed and backed up, trembling. The bird said, "Do not be afraid, my name is Nonyane, Senyela, Mashana. I am a bird that produces milk. I can give you as much as you like for free." The moment the bird said, "Free milk," their fear melted. Kwe said, "Free? All of it?" The bird said, "All of it, come, let's play." The children gathered around the bird, laughing as it poured milk into their cups. They drank until milk warmed their bellies, and joy filled the room. The bird suddenly spread its wings and began to sing. "Ha heso, hubina hota, hota lele hota, wee wee wee." Its song was old, older than the village, older than the stones of Kweneng. The bird sang of home, it sang of gold, it sang of joy. And And when its song reached, wee, 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 it flew to the kitchen, and the children chased it excitedly and laughing. It poured more milk. It drank more. Then it flew to the gate. They followed. Then to the wilderness edge they followed. Everywhere it stopped, it poured more milk. The children followed the bird to the wilderness, laughing and running after its milk. They were now in the outcast of the village. This continued until the sun set, and darkness wrapped the land, and slowly the laughter faded. The children looked around. The village was gone. The paths were gone. Only trees and stones remained. Fear returned. They realized they were far from home. Palissa screams, "We are far from home." Chamo said, "How will we return?" The bird trembled. The bird said, I do not know the way back either." Tears fell. The children cried. The bird cried. The bird realized that it has made a terrible mistake. By leaving the house and taking the children with it, it opened its wings and covered the children with its wings to comfort them. They all continued to cry out loud. Their cries echoed into the deep caves of the wilderness, and something woke. A roar thundered across the rocks. The ground trembled from the caves. Demo woke. He, big, tall, with one terrible eye. He slowly opened his eye, shaking the cave walls and rocks falling down. Demo started. "Sento senga kai, hela senga mulemu. Where is this sweet meat smell coming from?" The children froze. They knew the stories. Demo ate anything. Animals, people, even birds. Birds said panicking. Panicking owls. We must hide. It opened its giant wings, scooped the children, and flew to the tallest tree. The bird told the children to hold on to the tree and not to be afraid. It gave the children words of comfort and told them she will protect them. They must remain on the tree and hold it firm. Demo arrived with his 3 monstrous friends, sniffing loudly, and continued saying, "Sento senga kai, hela senga mulemu. Where is this sweet meat smell coming from?" Demo used his great sense of smell, and he and his friends started drooling. They found where the sweet smell of meat was coming from. They started running in the direction of the tree where the bird and the children were hiding. Demo and his friends saw the children and the bird on top of a tall tree. They became excited and slowly approached the tree, then started shaking it. Leaves began falling down as they continued to shake the tree aggressively. When they realized that the children were not falling down, they started using their heads by violently striking the tree with them. They struck the tree with their heads, trying to shake the children down. Bird told the children to shout these ancient words. Children started shouting. Children started shouting. Senyela titipela. Children started shouting. Children started. Senyela titipela. Children started shouting. They shouted for the tree to be strong, and the tree listened. It glowed softly. It refused to fall. Demo and his friends hit the tree again and again with their heads, refusing to give up even as pain spread through their bodies. Soon their foreheads were bleeding, and their vision began to spin as dizziness took over. Each strike grew weaker than the last, their strength slowly fading as exhaustion set in. Breathing heavily, they staggered back, confused and frustrated, realizing that no matter how hard they tried, the tree would not fall and the children remained safely above them. Finally, Demo and his friends vanished into the darkness. Back in the village, Mama Silanoka returned home and saw that her kitchen door was open. She knew right away that something was wrong, because she always kept it closed. Her heart felt heavy as she realized that her milk bird had flown away. She called softly for Nonyane, Senyela, Mashana, but the house was quiet. The old woman began to cry and mourn for her beloved bird, who had been her friend and comfort. She collapsed onto her porch and cried. As the sun began to set, the parents realized it was getting late and their children were still not coming home. They searched everywhere, calling their names and looking around the village. When they could not find them, they went to report the matter to the chief. Soon everyone heard the sad news, and the whole village felt worried and mourned together, hoping the children would return safely. But the children and the magical bird never came home. Days passed, and no one saw them again. Some people say the bird flew the children far away to keep them safe. Others say Demo may have found them later in the deep forest. No one really knows what happened, and the story remains a mystery. But every night, elders warn their children. Do not enter houses without permission. Do not follow strangers, human or bird, no matter what they offer. Curiosity can lead you far.